Okay, so rabbits generally live underground, not above ground. So keeping them in cages is so that we can actually be able to farm them. Without doing that, we wouldn't be able to do so. Another person will say to me, why do they stay on, they seem very barren, the cages, it's not like no grass and everything. It's because rabbits have sweat ducts only on their feet. So if we put bedding on the ground or underneath them, they won't be able to regulate their body temperatures and they end up overheating.
Can breed vertically. She can breed with her son.
Okay.
But brothers and sisters cannot breed. Inbreeding comes from brother and sister breeding. Lateral breeding, it's a no-no with rabbits. Vertical, no problem. Lateral, no. I don't know how it works, but yeah, like I said, one of those things that God just does. But we advise people, don't inbreed. Don't breed with, don't keep within your stock. We did vertical breeding a lot without introducing up until about 4 years. Didn't have any problems.
We are here and quite excited with the commissioning of this project. The whole idea is, like what Mr. Sharp said earlier on, we are a Christian organization and 51% of our profits are dedicated back to the Lord. So this is what you're seeing here is part of that. And in terms of who's going to benefit from this year, as you heard, we're looking at growing this at a very rapid pace. And the communities around us also benefit in terms of getting education in terms of how to keep rabbits and how to do it in a sustainable way. So we're not just giving them fish, but we're teaching them how to actually fish. Over and above that, we're also contributing to the nutritional addition to the country. Right? As you heard, the tanning that will come out here when you're full swing is just amazing. So just contributing to, again, like the president has always said, let's utilize the land for what it is to be utilized for. And this is exactly the small part that we are playing in terms of the project that we have here. Visionaries, both Ken and J.W. Oliver, they are visionaries. They came up with the idea, and I remember sitting down and saying, okay, of all the things, why rabbits? And by then it didn't make sense, right? But then the moment we started talking about it and the way they replicate, I mean, if like we had 74 give us 1,000 in 4 months, 4 months, that's amazing, right? So you're looking at the turnaround in terms of how do you quickly benefit the communities, right? And that's the reason why we ended up with rabbits. But it doesn't mean that we'll stop with rabbits, like you heard from Ms. Sharp saying earlier on. There's so many projects within the pipeline. As long as it contributes to the community, as long as it fits into our vision and it contributes to the 51, we're always going to be doing it. And again, we do it for the Lord.
The thing is, everything we do must be sustainable. Not only from the perspective of sustainability of the environment, but from the financial sustainability of a project. Because if it's not sustainable, it will come to an end. So in my own philosophy of giving, of charity work, of philanthropy, it's always better to give a hand up than a hand out. They say it's better to teach someone to fish than to give them a fish. But if they don't have the fishing rod or the pond and the fish in the water, there's nothing to fish. So you actually have to enable the whole facility for it to become viable. And this today is a beginning of a big project that, as we've seen, started with only 72 breeders. It will be 1,000 breeders in 4 months, producing 8,000 rabbits. So that's a significant income to this project. But because this project is in a trust, a non-profit trust, 100% of the income and the profits stay within. We don't give them out. We don't distribute them to any shareholders or any beneficiaries. So the beneficiaries of the project will be directed by the trust. And we want to reinvest in the community around us. In Gwebe community, we've talked about perhaps looking at the road that needs rehabilitation. We've talked about training skills, that we can transfer skills. Those things will be done for free. Also, the money that it generates will help the project to expand. And as it expands, it will generate more money. So the more money it generates, the more it will have to give out. Because nothing is going to be kept inside, it's all going to be given out.